On July 17, 2020, at 9:12 p.m. UTC, a large portion of the internet went down. Services like Shopify, DoorDash, Discord, League of Legends, Feedly, Postmates, Fortnite, and Politico were all affected. A lot of websites, applications, and games use a service called Cloudflare. Cloudflare sits between the users and the servers, so all requests go through it. Every time a request is received, Cloudflare checks if that request has been made before. If it has, Cloudflare returns the same response as last time without asking the server. This helps reduce the load on the server, which allows it to handle more users at the same time. Using Cloudflare has other advantages too. Cloudflare helps against denial of service or DOS attacks. DOS attacks involve sending a huge number of requests to a server so that it gets overwhelmed and can't respond to legitimate requests from actual users. Because all these services use Cloudflare, when Cloudflare goes down, they all go down. That's exactly what happened on July 17th. So why did Cloudflare go down? Cloudflare used their own infrastructure to communicate between their data centers across the world without going over the internet. This means they have full control over their own traffic and don't get affected when certain internet routes get congested. An issue occurred in Cloudflare's infrastructure between Newark and Chicago data centers. This meant that any traffic between the East and the West Coast doesn't have the option to go through Chicago, so it got rerouted through Atlanta. This in turn caused a congestion between Atlanta and Washington. In response, Cloudflare's engineers tried to reduce the congestion by removing some of Atlanta's traffic. But, due to an error in a configuration file, they ended up redirecting even more traffic to Atlanta, which caused the processors there to overload and not be able to handle traffic. It took roughly 27 minutes for the issue to be resolved, and Cloudflare have since taken measures to prevent this from happening in the future. I hope you have found this video informative. Enjoy the next 20 seconds of a server panting.